got murder on my mind.
New album coming soon coming. You guessed it by that amazing introduction. Today's episode of T.U.P.O is on YNW Melly. I say it for every episode of T.U.P.O whether I have a bias towards the artist or not. In this case, I never really used to listen to YNW Melly, but all of his songs that I have listened to are bangers. I'm not really like a mega fan or anything, none of his songs are on my playlist, but I know that he was a good musician. And in today's video we're going to talk all about that, so let's get into it. So around 1,980 days ago, YNW Melly was locked up for an alleged double murder. Two people that were murdered were apparently his friends. Now you're probably thinking, 1,980 days he's been locked up, what? Did they find him guilty? Is the case closed? It's not. We've had a mistrial, we've had alleged corruption from the prosecutors, we've had prison transfers, we've had lack of evidence, we've had multiple different circumstances causing this case to be delayed. Hence why for almost 2,000 days YNW Melly has just been rotting in a cell. In fact, YNW Melly himself has claimed that he's been mistreated within prison. Now you're probably thinking, okay, so what? He's a rapper that got arrested. The reason I say he has untapped potential because his songs were good. YNW Melly prior to his arrest was an extremely massive artist. A lot of people knew about him. But with him getting locked up and not being able to make music or do tours or interact with his fans, people kind of forgot about him. Hence why I say he has untapped potential, because if he wasn't locked up, he could have been one of the biggest artists to date. You guys got to remember that he had a featured song with Kanye West. I think that just shows the levels that he was on as an artist and where he could have been if he was out of prison. But as always, you have to consider both sides. So in the case of YNW Melly, maybe it's a good thing he's not out because he has been arrested prior to that arrest in 2019. And if it really was him that murdered his two friends, which, you know, on social media there's no doubt about it, people are very certain it was him. If it was him that did that, then letting him out of prison and allowing him to make music could facilitate him killing more people. Obviously nothing justifies murder, especially of two people that you were friends with. I just think letting him out of prison, or, you know, this case finally coming to an end would give everyone some peace of mind, especially his brother and his mum. I think with this case coming to a close would give them some peace and, you know, fully allow them to wrap their heads around it. But because this is such a long ongoing case, it doesn't really end for his family. With me and you, we can just think about this, watch this video, you know, watch some of his music and move on with our lives. With his family, because he is in prison and because he's allegedly getting mistreated by the guards, his family members have to deal with that heartache because they can't do anything to stop that. In conclusion, I believe YNW Melly has untapped potential because he was an amazing artist before he went into prison, and now he isn't able to make any music, he isn't able to donate money to help his community, he isn't able to see his family on a regular basis because this case is still ongoing and the justice system has failed YNW Melly. We also need to think about the families of the victims of YNW Melly because they don't get any closure because this case is still proceeding. If somebody I knew died and then someone else got prosecuted and the case went on for 2,000 days, I would lose all hope. I don't know what I'd do with myself. So it's all fine saying, oh yeah, YNW Melly would be a GOAT if he was out of prison, but we also need to consider all sides of this. That's just the angle I see this YNW Melly situation on. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Make sure to like, subscribe and comment, and let me know if you want me to make another episode of T.U.P.O on. This has been the Untapped Potential of, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
I can smell it when I'm feeling threatened. I turn into Melly, free Melly. One pot, we made him drop. We spent this block, stand over tops. We never stop.